Hello, hello. Is this working? Why am I always so freaking quiet? Let's try now. I swear, like 90% of my streams are just me going, is this on? Stream manager. Oh, fancy new chat isn't working. I got a fancy new chat, and it's not going through. Let's try putting it there. Stream elements. Yeah, I invested in this nice little layout. And it's not even working. Is that supposed to hit publish or something? What am I doing? We'll see. I just want to go to my dashboard. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, I got a fancy little chat thingy, but it's not coming through. So sad. Let's see if this works. Maybe then it'll work. Sigh, I don't know. I like the music. Well, thank you, chat. Can't see it, but I'm sure it's very nice. What do we test? We're gonna test in real time. It works! So something works, at least. I just don't know why. For whatever reason. Am I supposed to? Okay, settings. Boo 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 boo. Okay. Did I not connect my account? That could be it. I want to import. Elements. Okay. Overlays. Properties. Game. Oh. Submit. All right. Do, do, do. I can't even see chat. Like, that's how deep into this we are. It's just troubleshooting with Caroline. Fancy chat? No. Okay. Why doesn't Stream Elements want to work? A sigh. Did it work now? Well, maybe I'll come up. Yeah. So for tonight's stream, I have a. Sorry. I finished Hazbin Hotel season 2, and I want to talk about it. And I know that this is kind of like a hot topic of a show. A lot of people have their own opinions on this. But what I wanted to do was rank a couple things and talk about the show. Because I just finished season 2 and I have a lot of opinions on it, which I'm sure a lot of people do. And I was going to hopefully talk about it with chat, but chat's dead. If you hear anything, that's just my Discord. For games today, or tonight because I'm just kind of looking to chill. I got my voice back from Vegas. But yeah, I was gonna announce that we have a nice little new chat box, but that's not happening. Do I even have the old one anymore? Oh. We don't even have the old one anymore. Okay, well, I'm going to put it up. Hopefully it starts loading. But you guys saw in the test. Looked pretty cool. Anyway, I want to go through a, not org chart. What's it called? A tier chart. A tier chart of this season's characters. Because basically, I watched season 1, but to me, season 1, like, I've been watching these shows since the pilot, if that makes any sense. So I'm watching the shows as the pilot. I am not part of the fandom. And from what I've heard, the fandom is ravenous. And I come from like the Voltron fandom. So the fact that this fandom is like crazy and like is known for that makes me think it's like kind of intense. So why don't we maybe do the streaming layout? Oh, well this one works. That's cool, I guess. You know what? No chat. We're over chat. No capture card either. Let's do. We'll do background music. Share my screen. Oh my gosh, ads. Okay. So, what we have here. Sorry. Web browser. Paste. Does this work? Oh, it's only through this. Hold on, there's a way to do this. There's a way to do this. Like I've said. Is it display capture? Yes, we did it. Okay, cool. Yay! I feel like I'm in like an office. Like, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? No. But we just got you. Where did you go? Okay. I just want to be above it. Okay. And then we can do this. And do this. And do this. And then put you here. Where does my face go? I guess we can go here. You also don't need to see the bottom of my screen. That's just like, it's TMI. You don't need to see it. You don't need to see it, chat. You know enough. Okay. So, this is just based on like my vibes on everyone from this season, okay? Like everyone from this season, what I think is going on. Oh, camera, please. Camera, work with me. Love, great, mid, forgettable, big, long, and double hell. Okay. Where did Edie go? Okay. Let's go here. Transform. Every time, chat. Every time. Chat's not even here. Okay. So, things I liked about season 2. I think that's one thing we can kind of start with. I liked that. Where are you? That this guy got a lot going on. I liked Alistair's story. I thought it was pretty cool. I did not get why so many people could not see it from a mile away that he was like, when he got captured by like the V's and stuff, that it was obviously like a power play. Like, I don't know. And again, maybe this is like a fandom thing versus like how the show is like, it's like the expectations versus reality of like fandom that sometimes happens where, sorry. Stop touching it, Astro. Stop touching it. I know. Where there's like, there's what the fans want the character to be, and then it's what the character actually is. Can we zoom in? Okay. What did we just zoom in? Okay, cool. So like, there's, shut up, Twitter. Twitter doesn't exist anymore. Also, who's sharing this on Facebook? I'm sure there are people sharing this on Facebook. Okay, that's the best we're gonna get. That's the best we're gonna get. Stop touching it, Caroline. Like, I was shocked by how many bad takes there were after every episode, in that people just didn't seem to get that when he let himself be captured by Vox and the V's, that it was obviously like on purpose. I don't and him like going to Rosie to like get his staff fixed, like everything was about getting that staff fixed. So the fact that, one, it was a surprise to some people that he was like playing in the long game until the finale when he got out of both deals. It's like, yeah, like that was his whole thing. And there's been like some kind of like ooh-wooification of this guy that I personally don't get. Like, he's very much set up to be whoops. Hi, Spider-Man. He's very much set up to be like the fan favorite, not like self-insert character. That's definitely more like other folks. But yeah, no, he's definitely meant to be kind of like, you see him and you're like, oh, that's the Has-Been Hotel guy. Like, he's kind of meant to be like the main guy in that sense. So again, like, and I think also like, okay, so everything I'm doing here, by the way, is just based on watching the show. Sorry, Mike. Just based on watching the show. I don't watch the live streams that they do, or like any interviews that they do, because I cut my teeth in Voltron. I know that what people say in those things, hey Vox, how you doing? I am doing well. I am talking through Has-Been Hotel today. I finished season 2. I am not in the fandom in any way, shape, or form, but I'm aware that the fandom is... So we're just here to kind of just vibe and talk through things. And I had about like 20 minutes of technical difficulties. So if you're into that, if you're into me talking about this and just chatting and hanging out, welcome. We'll probably be playing some Pokemon ZA later in the night. But for now, I'm just talking about Season 2 and Alistair. But yeah, so like I said, I cut my teeth on the Voltron fandom. I know what it's like to have panels and like the creator said this on a podcast in like 2011. I don't care. If it's not on the screen, I'm ignoring it. And I say that because I love Has-Been Hotel, by the way. Been a fan since 2018. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's when the pilot dropped. So I watched the pilot on YouTube, and then I completely forgot about it. And then I'd never seen Hell of a Boss either. I know that they're like in like the same universe. But I watched season 1 when it came out, and I was, it was fine. But season 2, I think, is where the show's like getting its bits. And so I'm going through all the characters from season 2 and season 1, like where I think they're going. So obviously we're starting with Alistair because we have the most to talk about with him. So yeah, I was shocked that so many people did not get what his deal was. That he was trying to get out of like whatever his deal was that he alluded to in season 1, and that he was going to use Vox to do it. Like, I felt that was really clear in season 1, that like his rivalry with Vox was like going to be used as a tool for him, and that he's like a manipulator. He's a deal maker, So people every week posting like, "Oh, Alistair's washed. Oh, Alistair is like so lame. He's so nerfed." Like, no. He's working like 10 steps ahead of everyone. What I'm curious about Alistair, though, to be frank, is his relationship to. Is she here? Oh, I have seen Hello Boss. I was a fan of House Motel before the pilot release, but when the trailer released on YouTube, aha, you're OG. Is Rosie here? Where's Rosie? Yeah, okay. I'm I'm also I love her. Let's get her up here. Sorry, you're not mid. I'm just moving you up. Like I want to know what her deal is, right? So like, here's the rub. So she's a cannibal, right? And the cannibals are like seem to be like pretty like if you're looking at like her clothes and everything, like they have like their own town. She's like the mayor. She was able to connect with Alistair through the radio that we learned this season. So like she has some bit. And also looking at all the overlords, if I can get a photo of them, I'm pretty sure she's like the only I mean obviously there's like Carmilla, but like one of the few female overlords who's probably the oldest. So let's see. Has been hotel overlords. I don't know. Is there like the photo of them at the table from season 1? I mean like the doggy girls there, I guess. Here. No, of course I'm using an ad blocker. What do you think I am? Just give me the photo. Anyway, I'm like such a. This is like so much scoff. I'm so sorry. So yeah, so you see like there's the doggy girl, there's Carmilla, there's her daughters, but like oh I guess there's also that imp girl, unless she's like an assistant. I don't really know how this works, but basically something just tells me that she's probably one of the older overlords as well. But again, like very much guessing on that one. So I don't know. So she's obviously been around since the 30s, because that's when Alistair was like reaching out to the devil and all that stuff, trying to like keep his fun going. Um, the thing is, though, is that I don't get what his motivation is. Like, the one thing that's missing for me from Alistair, the overlords are Zazel, these Carmine's Prick, Zizi, Maestro, Rosie, and Hatchet also Zizi is a dinosaur, not a dog. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get it wrong. I thought she was a dog. Yeah, because the dogs are like the hellhounds, right? They're like on different tiers. Okay, thank you. So, sorry, chat. Um, that being said, so if she was from the 30s, that means she's one of the OG overlords. And then when Alistair came in, he had the bind to her from like the get go, right? From like the jump. And so when he was taking down overlords, even like those like Nifty and Husk, you know, she stayed in power. So and she also seems to be in everyone's good graces. Like no one seems to like dislike or like have a like strong feeling about her. Noticeably, she was not in the how do I know? I know lots of things. Let's just say. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's like a lot of lore I'm just missing. But again, I'm just doing it based on someone who watches the show. Because I was saying this earlier, but like this is the kind of show that I'm sure there's like interviews and comics and things that came out during the pilot and like panels and interviews and streams. So many streams. I know there's so many streams with the crew and the showrunner. But I am just doing this based on just stop hitting the mic, Cat. Just what the show is showing us, because I cut my teeth in the Voltron fandom. I know what it's like to have very vocal word of God showrunners who like to say things are happening and they're not happening on screen, and it's very frustrating. Especially when you have a creative writing degree and you're just trying to put the story together. So also, Clara Nodet are combined stars. Yeah, okay, so chat about that. Clara Nodet, are they her daughters from In Hell, or did her and her family just all die together? That's something I don't really get because sinners can't have babies, can they? We don't know yet. Oh, okay. Because, like, Lucifer had a kid with Lilith, and Lilith was the first sinner, but Lucifer is an angel. So Charlie's like both of them? So that's something I have like a big question mark about. Of like, how how is hell overpopulating? No, sinners can't have demos. Only hellborns. Are hellborn? This is gonna sound really stupid. Babies. Are hellborns born in hell? So like, who's a hellborn from Has Been that I would be like, oh, okay, that person or that character? Or is it just a hell of a boss people with like the ears? And the guy with the from the Invader Zim voiceover guy, him. Are those the Hellborns? I'm guessing they're like little baby demons. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't know Alistair's motivation. Let's Misley, Luna, Mayday, Vortex. Okay, yeah. So all the hell of the boss people. Got it. Okay, we got it. Okay, so back to husband. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's so much in this show that is not in the show that absolutely does my head in. I feel like I'm watching like the Marvel Cinematic Universe where I have to watch like 20 movies to figure out like is Tony Stark's alive or not. So yeah, so Rosie OG brought in Alistair when he did his like voodoo chant to get her attention. He was like, listen, I'm a serial killer. I know what the deal is. Because again, he's working 10 steps ahead. That's like his thing. And he wanted to make sure that when he went to hell, because he knew he was going there, there was no way in hell he was going anywhere else, he got like a good deal. Like, obviously he's someone who like believes in all this stuff. He had a lot of like ritual stuff going on. Like he seems to be kind of like in on the take. And so Rosie was like, yo, not only did you reach out to me, you reached out like you got me. And so then you when he dies, he gets to be like, he basically started with a contract with her, which is what we learned this season. And so with that contract, he basically started his hell journey on like New Game Plus, which is, you know, also good. The lines were created by Lucifer, according to an interview. Yeah. And then, according to an interview, we're not doing that. Doing that. I don't care. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's gonna be in a fan book. I'm sure, but no. We're going it based on the show. What did the show show me? Show me. I can't. I had PTSD from the Voltron fandom. Anyway, so that's their deal, and I thought that was really interesting. I know a lot of people had like hopes that Alistair was like connected to, what's her name? Mama, Lilith, and I still think he is because. So I love this. I love that Rosie was important. I like her actress. I like her voice actress. I like her vibe. I think it's cool. And I liked his storyline of getting out of her chains, plus getting out of Vox's thing. I thought that was very Alistair. I don't know why anyone was surprised by that. And then Rosie, I think it's cool that she's important, not just like some like, hello, we're just here to like, sorry, just that Viv has confirmed some stuff. Yeah, so the thing is with the confirmation, like, I'm doing it based on what the show has showed us. I'm sure there's like I said, a whole bunch of stuff like wikis full of like what's in her head. That's awesome. It's not on the screen, so unless I see it or unless someone like talks about it, I'm just like a normie. That's how I'm approaching this. But yes, I do enjoy though learning it secondhand. But I think for this, how I felt about the season, this was cool. Who's next? Okay, Charlie. Charlie was mid. I'm gonna say it. Charlie was mid. Here's the thing about Charlie's storyline this season. She was on standby until at least episode like 7. And I get that they were trying to set her up for like that big like, oh, let's all be friends thing, and she was like mourning Serpentius, but she was doing nothing. And I know I'm kind of just like speaking to the choir with this one about like how short the episodes and like seasons are, but the thing is about Has Been is that like it's a musical. I feel that like it's a musical first and like a show second, if that makes sense. Like the way that they tell, like the way that they move the plot along is very similar to how you will see a plot move along in a musical. The problem is that in a musical, it's like what 2-3 hours, and then like you watch it once, and it's not like continuing. Like once you see the live show, it's there. It's not like and tomorrow what else will happen in this live show? Like, that doesn't really happen in live theater. So the pacing is always weird, and a lot of it's very hard to answer the question of, like, who is the main character? Like, who is the protagonist of Hazbin Hotel? On paper, it should be Charlie. Charlie wants the hotel. Charlie's the one who, like, has all the connections to all of these characters. Like, they're all somehow, like, connected to her and her motivations. She moves the plot forward where, like, if she didn't want to redeem sinners, the plot falls away. So, like, her being sidelined the whole time and just kind of, like, crashing out. And so, like, the crashing out storyline was kind of lame, especially because she, like, tried so hard in season 1 to, like, get it working. And then it's like, she gets so easily manipulated. And I don't know if it was meant to, like, have her, like, push the characters away so that way in season 3, like, some of the characters can grow outside of the hotel. Like, I'm thinking of Angel Dust in particular. But yeah, I think they could have done that in a much better way. Like, where's Vaggie? Where's Vageline? Whatever what Lucifer called her. Girlfriend. Like she wait. I think there was so many things that were going on that Vaggie was doing that should have been given to Charlie, of, like, moving the plot forward. And, like, I get it. People are like, she's gonna change her name. What's she gonna change her name to? Honestly, it going from I-E to I is fine. They're not gonna change all the promotion. I think it was more symbolic. I think it's cool. Also, I like how her and Lucifer had some scenes together, which I really liked. And then, where's Daddy? Again, kind of like, he's not forgettable. I wouldn't put him that low. But Lucifer is very much being set up for season 3, in a sense. Like, it's clear that the goal of season 1 was to set up the who's who, like, all the chess pieces onto, like, hey, here's hell, here are the characters, here are their motivations, here's what they're going up against, and hell and all that. In season 2, this kind of feels like 1.5 instance of a story. Like if we were working in, like, real TV, this would be all part of the same season where it's like, oh crap, they get to heaven, oh no, they have to, like, figure things out, oh wait, we're back again. Like, that's kind of how I'm seeing, like, the way the story is kind of, like, setting up, where, like, they're trying, like this was all act 1 basically. It's like, we're setting up the stakes, we're setting up the relationships between heaven and hell, and Lucifer is, like, a big part of that because he's the only one who, like, has that connection. And I love his character, and I was so bummed that and I love his voice actor, the Jeremy, whatever his name is. He's fantastic. Like, the intro that he does in Vox Populi is so good. Like, I would just listen to that, and then it's just, Vox's, yes, Jeremy Jordan, thank you. I know, I'm like, he has 2 J names, like 2 first names. He's one of those, Jeremy Jordan. So yeah, he's great, and I think he plays both the singing part of him very well and the voice acting part of him very well. Like, Lucifer's not in it very, like, I think he must, except for, like, obviously the finale, but for the majority, he's really only in the episodes, like, for maybe a minute of screen time. But every minute counts. Like, you really do, like, every time he's on screen, you're like, oh, I like this guy. So I'm really excited for season 2 to see what they're going to do with Lucifer and Alistair, because that was very much heavy hinted of, like, Alistair's coming down the stairs. He has his power. He's at full power for the first time since coming to hell, by the way, now that he's not, like, on Rosie's leash. He has his staff fixed from Adam. And, like, he was ready to go up against an archangel when he was on part of her constraint. Now he's, like, free overlord, free demon, and he's looking at Lucifer. And my theory, so this is where we're getting to theories. My theory for season 3 is that the reveal that Lucifer can't hurt sinners, and Alistair wanting, like, for some reason to keep killing people, is going to come into play of, like, them kind of, like, I don't want to say team up, because, like, you say friends to Alistair and he, like, freaks out and has like a 3 episode breakdown about it, but more of like he's gonna position it to Lucifer of like, hey man, you don't like these sinners. You think they're icky. They suck. Like, look what Vox tried to do to you. We don't need the extermination. But, you know, if I just kill, like, the worst of them, like, who's to say, you know? And I think that's going to be a lot of their dynamic. And I think that alone would be enough to go against Charlie. Again, like, giving her more like a main character focus again. Because Charlie does not want any sinner to die. She wants every sinner to go through Hazbin Hotel and get redeemed into heaven, or like, I don't know, live a sinful life. But like, if they really want to be redeemed, she wants to give them like an alternative path up. And Lucifer just does not think that. Lucifer thinks sinners suck. He just doesn't want any of them around. He thinks they're icky and gross, as we heard to him to Vox. And Alistair just kind of wants like a body count at this point. Like, this goes back to like, I don't know what his like real motivation is as like a character. Like, they keep going back to like, oh, it's entertaining, but like, is it? like he's been here for like 100 years. Like, eventually, the body stacks so high, and then it's like, suddenly it's like a job, you know? It's like you become like the garbage man. But I think that's like the interesting dynamic we're gonna see, and I know there's like a huge, enormous shipping culture with Hazbin. I get it. I respect it. Like, you know, God bless. I don't think it's going to be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. They just have to share scenes together and have a good dynamic, and fandom will go whoosh and lost his faith on sinners after Evil was released. Yeah, so like he's completely like checked out, and I think that's part of like his depression. And so I think that's where where's Mama? Mama, we're putting you in double hell. So this is where Mama comes in. So Mama definitely has. Can I pin images? No. Oh my gosh, the scuff. No, go back down. Unpin images. That was terrible. That was a terrible. No one liked that. So Mama up here in hell, like aura farming. Ugh. There's two things that happened this season that pissed me off to no end. And that is, one, having this lady just mosey around a beach again. Just don't show her. Like, there's so much more going on that we could have double tapped into, like I said, Charlie. Instead, they're wasting scenes with this lady. Just don't show her. Like we get it. She's on a beach. Lute talked her end of season 1. Don't show her again. Charlie's trying to call her. She doesn't call her back. And then we get the same information as we got this end of the season when Charlie gets the phone call from Mama. We didn't get to see her aura farming again. We really didn't. Like, ugh, it was just such a waste. And maybe I'll be proven wrong when like everything's out in the open, but like, oh wait, for season 3 of Lute, I can't see what it is. Oh, I mean, he's mid now, but I think he's gonna go and be better. But this is kind of like season 2, but then I'm also kind of theorizing. For Lute. Lute is a girl. Oh yeah. I can't say what it is. Oh wait, for season 3 for Lute, I can't say what it is. Lute is a girl. Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant Lucifer chat. Yeah. So Lute was completely wasted this season. Totally annoying. They should have saved Gravity for season 3 then. Like, this kind of goes back to the pacing of the show, and the show is paced like a musical. The problem is that, like, bringing a musical up, just, like, kills all the emotional buildup. Because you're watching Gravity in episode 2, right? Like, you're getting this, like, whoa, like, she's a badass. And then she's just, like, frowning and frumping the whole time. And I'm sure in season 3, she's gonna, like, do something big. Like, they're very much building her up to be, like, the next Adam. And, like, oh, maybe she'll even work with these guys if they start, like, killing sinners. Like, you know, like, there's definitely, like, there's more to her. But I just wish... Yes, I know animation takes time and they're an independent studio. My thing is, I'm just talking from a story standpoint. Like, before we even animate, I am talking about, like, when people are typing up, like, story beats. I wish these two that they just held off until season 3. Like don't even go there yet. Like keep us guessing a bit. But I think that there was such a need after season one to kind of like show everything. Like, don't worry, Lil's still here. Don't worry, Luke's gonna do stuff. Like, I wish they just had a little bit of like restraint on these two characters, and then to use that on the characters who were actually moving the plot this season, which was Charlie, Alistair, Vox. Like those should have been, and then of course like the Angels. Like I cannot stress enough how much of a letdown it was that Charlie did nothing. And I just think with what they did with just they just could have held off. They really could have held off, and I think it would have been better for pacing. Um, but again, when the whole thing's out, I'm sure like if you watch like season one to the end when everything's done, it may work better. But again, like as a show that's coming up like 2 episodes a week, and now we're not gonna get episodes for another 2 years. Like we had all this build up, and as like a viewer, I'm like, eh. So again, I'm not saying that they should have done things differently and they should do it faster. I was just saying like I have no problem with whatever they're gonna do with this, and I trust that the creator like knows what she's doing. I was just saying that this probably could have waited till season 3. Like we probably could have hold off on this a bit, because now as like someone who's just watching the show, I'm like, well, okay, see you later. Um, what else? What else? What else? Okay, forgettable. I say forgettable, but I will say like the Vox pop the Vox I want to be bad with us. I thought that was great, bringing in the overlords and like reminding us like who these people are. Like that was very cool. Um, is this just Angel's head? Am I like is the Angel's head a character? Okay, you're very forgettable. Um, Piggy, Piggy. I'm sorry. Well, Piggy was good. Good for you, Piggy. Uh, you were mid. We'll talk about you when we talk about. Okay, you're just like not around, so like whatever. Where's your son? Is this that's not the son. The son's not here, right? Okay. Forgettable. Yeah, it's just Angel's head. Nothing. Okay. This is Adam. I'm gonna put Adam here because I'm putting Adam as like also Abel. Again, another character that they didn't do it, but I kind of feel like they had to. Like, okay, I will give an inch on this one. I think with Abel, they had to set him up as like this weak little like guy, because there's no other place to do it than now. So like I get it. I personally just don't care. The thing that I find most interesting about actually no, Peter, you're going to forgettable. You're forgettable. Um the thing I find most interesting about Abel is that he has blonde hair, because I want to know who is the mom? Is it Eve or is it Lilith? Because that would be interesting to me. If Cain, Abel, and Charlie are all like related, I think that would be interesting. Oh, Zestill, you'll see more of him. I can't specify without explaining it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, like those, like Zestill is cool. Like all the overlords are cool. Like, Camilla Carmine continues to be the best one because she actually like does something. Eggy, you are forgettable. Okay. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular. I mean, this is not gonna be that popular, but where are you? Okay, I hate Val. I hate everything about Val. I think he's so okay. Before people go, you're supposed to hate him, Astro. He's the worst. Yeah, but he's the worst in like the worst way that he's like cartoonishly bad. Like, I get it. He's supposed to be like he's terrible to Angel Dust. But like he's terrible to everybody. And like, yeah, he had a couple like one-liners. And I don't know, was I supposed to care about his relationship with Vox? Because I didn't. And like, honestly, I wish his head got ripped off. I cannot wait for this guy to die. I think he is the worst of the villains. He is so undercooked. He is so annoying. And like, I get it. It's probably done on purpose. I will give Vizzy Pop, is that their name? I know. I will give the Hell of a Universe that. It is probably done on purpose, and if that is the case, it is working because I can't fucking stand him. And every time he's on the screen, I just want to be like, ah! Just cut him off. He's so But Bella's freaking amazing. Bella was great. I'm so happy she had this season. The episode when they're trying to do the interview with the hotel was awesome. She's so funny. I love that she's a mannequin. I also love that this season did, which is kind of like for everyone, is that they brought up the lore again. They probably talked about this in interviews, but I don't watch interviews because I just watch the show. That a lot of the demons like hell form. She's a doll. Okay, well, doll, mannequin. Like I like how it all kind of like works together. How like how they die or whatever is like, or like how they are like represents somehow in like their sinner form, and I think that's really cool. I thought that was really cool. I love how Box's teeth has because he got killed by a TV. I think it's great. That was awesome. Love that Alistair's a deer because he got shot thinking he was a deer. I think that's cool. Uh, just like a nice like attention to detail, which I think is probably like the strongest thing about Has Been. I think was really strong about season 2 is that like there is very much like a very strong world, which is why I understand why the fandom is so like loyal to this franchise, and like there's a lot of like energy and like creating work for it and shipping cultures. I think that's fantastic. I think it's really cool. Also, just like side note, I just love that there's like a truly adult cartoon that like doesn't look like Family Guy. Like I'm just so happy we're here, that we have a show that just feels like a style that like looks really cool, and it's like not for kids. Like it's very much like an adult show with adult themes, adult language, like adult situations, and it does not look like a fart. And I love that. So that I will always like people may hate on Has Been and be like it's problematic or like whatever. I don't. But for me, I'm happy the shows exist. I'm happy it's successful. I'm happy that Amazon is greenlighting it to like what, season 4 or 5, whatever. Like I think it's awesome. And I think it's really cool that like they have Amazon who is willing to put like the money into like advertising, because it's such a gorgeous show. Like the thing they did in Times Square with like Vox taking over, like I'm just happy that Vox has such a cool character design that to do a takeover like that like looks really cool. Like I don't know. I'm sure it's something that people have talked about, but I just think as someone who's like I said, like I'm older than a lot of the internet, it's just nice that we can just have a show that looks good, feels good, and is just like adult. Anyway, with that being said, I think Velvet is great. I think she is super underappreciated by the fandom. I think she's the best of the 3Vs, and I hope she continues doing her thing. I hope she goes solo. Like, honestly, I hope she never gets redeemed, and I hope she just kind of keeps doing her thing and just gets more and more toxic. I think that'd be very cool. Vox completely stole this. Like, amazing. I could talk about this TV head guy all day. Chat, what is the, what is the voice actor? Because I'm not going to know it. The voice actor for Vox is fantastic. I mean, I know a lot of these, the talent and the cast of the show, like, comes from Broadway, has, like, a musical theater background. I am not a thespian, but I have seen musical theater. So, like, you can definitely kind of feel that, like, flamboyancy in how he does his, like, takes. But the Vox Alistair rivalry was awesome. It completely lived up to the hype that you had in season 1. Also, yeah, so you'll see him more ways, especially that's where I went to be also Christian Boyle. Thank you, Christian Boyle. Yeah, I'm sure all these people are like famous for like a bunch of stuff that they've done. I know they also had like the Has Been on Broadway. I saw that going up on my feed. So like again, super cool. But oh, he just killed it. And like I went through the soundtrack last night because I was just curious of like how how much does his voice like show up? He's in like every song this season. And what I think they did with Vox, which I really wish they did with Adam last season, is that not a single second of screen time with him was wasted. Everything was about us either knowing more about him, understanding his like rise and fall, loving the song. Like it's everything I think when Has Been Hotel is like running at like full capacity, like running like at like Act 11. It's how they did Vox this season. Awesome freaking songs, awesome writing, great jokes, fantastic chemistry with the cast. Like, just, you know what, we're gonna move him up. I'm so sorry, Alistair, but not really. He was fantastic. He was the best part of this whole freaking season. He was like amazing. Like it. A lot of people are saying that they like season 2 more than season 1, and I guarantee you it's because of him. Like that character alone has just like sold it. His songs were fantastic. His rivalry with Alistair is great. And like I said, Alistair's kind of like the fandom like pet. like he's kind of like everyone's like kind of like sweet baby boy. Um, and so it does help that when the villain and like the sweet baby boy like fandom favorite character are like the main bits of the season and it's just like rocking your socks off. That's always a good time. So I'm really happy we had that. Also, like I thought he was great with the Jeremy, what was his name? Jeremy? Jordan? Jip Chap? Jip Chap? Lucifer's. Lucifer. I think Lucifer were good too. So yeah, I thought it was great. And like the songs were like so just like bangers. Like I could just think on the top of my head of like Brighter was great. Uh, the Vox Populi song, like just everything is like so good. Uh but yeah. Also this was show briefly, but God is not in the series, and when Charlie says that in the intro to the beginning, good should come from there's no more than one God. Okay, what? Also wait. Also, this was shown very briefly, but God is not in the series. And when Charlie says it in the intro, that good should, from evil, there's more than one God. Shielded. What? God shielded? That good should shield from evil, there's more than one God? Oh, you mean like the talking God person who was in episode 2? Yeah, I figured. Like, look, God is a big concept of like religious imagery, and I think what Vizzy Pop and them do very well is that they take these really big nebulous like concepts of like religion and like religious mythology. Sorry, Westerners, like it's a mythology. And really making it like palatable, but also small enough that it can fit in a show. God is a very big idea. And I think God not being like a character is a good bit. Because it's not really about God. It's more like the whole like pathos of the show of like the thematic question that keeps coming up in Hazbin Hotel is, can people change? Can they change for good? Can they change for bad? And like that is the question that Charlie asked in the pilot. Can people change? Even after they die, can people change? Can they change for good? Can they change for bad? You know? We see it like you can go through all of these characters, maybe the pig because he's always a good boy, and kind of see like, you know, do you have the capacity for change, but also like what makes you change? Like, is it people? Is it ambition? Is it relationships? So it's interesting how they take that and kind of stretch it to like its final bit. Uh, uh, there's a theory that God's a woman. If you look at the beginning and you briefly see two God, good and evil, God, and they look like women without spoiling interviews. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Just listening, like I said, like there's very much like it's very clear that this show comes from like the female gaze, if that makes sense. Like this is very much like, not saying that a man couldn't make this show, but I think Vizzy Pop being like a woman or like having that like femininity, I don't know what their gender identity is, but having you can kind of just see it's very kind of clear of like that the main character Charlie is a girl, and you know it's very much like I would say also even how Alistair seems to be very pro women, even though like I feel like I think this actually just did come in an interview, like one of the few things I've heard was how like Alistair was kind of like presented as like, oh, he doesn't like men, he likes only women because like he's nice to women. And like I see that and I get that, and I think it's one of the reasons why when he calls Vox a creep it's so funny. uh uh but what I find really interesting about like how this show is perceived is like it's very much like not that women are like better and should be like protected. It's more like there's a lot of like feminine power that is like kind of like tapped a bit. Like, and you really see it with, I would say Charlie, you see it with Vaggie, definitely you see it with. Velvet, I think you see it with. I think also with Alistair, because even though he's like not like a woman, his relationship with sexuality, or his asexuality rather, his relationship with like Rosie, and even just like the folks in his life, like I don't know, like it's a very like I said, like feminine energy without being like female. I don't know. The fact that the biggest like haunting the narrative is this bitch. uh, but yeah. Who else is left here? Let's see. Uh, okay. I'm gonna say it. Everyone loves Sir Pages, they said. Sir Pages is the best part of the season. I didn't care. And where's his girlfriend too? Where is she? Okay, Carmela. I mean, like you're good. You're fine. You're just doing your thing. Yeah. Okay. I don't care about him and Cherry Bomb. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sure there's a lot of shippers in the world who are like, oh my god, Astro, they're the best part. Oh my god, my OTP. That's great. I love that for you. I love that you got whatever this was. I could not care less. I fast forward her song. That's how much I didn't care. I do not care about these two. I do not. I thought his backstory was interesting, and then I didn't care. Like, I cared about him for the plot. Everything else, like, cool. But again, that's just me. I think that that's just a taste thing. Who are these? Are these little pets? Go away. Belongs in Double Hell, Katie Killjoy, and the guy just because that's funny. Mimsy wasn't even here, but you deserve to be in Double Hell because you're annoying. I don't know who you are, so you go into Forgettable. Okie dokes. Things that are going to upset people. I don't care about this ship. I don't care about Husk and Angel Dust. I don't care. I don't care about Loser Baby. I don't care about his gambling problem. I don't care that he's sad boy. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. But also, I don't think that that storyline's like for me. I think it's just a taste thing. Like, there's a couple of like ships in this show, for lack of a better term, that uh oh. Oh, she was just like Susan. We hate Susan. Okay. Which leads me to my hi Evie. Are you here to hear Mommy rant? Okay. Husk and these two actually kind of lead me into like the one thing I really don't like about Hazbin Hotel, but I feel like I don't like it, but also I'm happy that it does it. It's like I have a complicated relationship with this, and that is the fan service and shipping bits around all these characters. Let me explain. It is very clear that the creators and the crew are super online and part of this fandom, and I think that's really cool because the show is very much like, and I'm sure chat can talk about this, is like pilot, Patreon, all this, like, it was very much grassroots, right? And like, I have said this on my Twitter 1,000 times as like an old fandom hag, and I will like defend fandom until the day I die. That energy is why we get a show on Amazon now. So I am not poo-pooing the power of fandom, the power of shipping, the power of AO3, the power of like having your favorite characters and making them kiss like dolls. That I am totally cool with. Mine is that I don't like when it's so obvious. You know what I mean? Like, it's so obvious that a lot of these characters are getting, like, paired up. And I get that, like, Husk and Angel Dusk have been, like, a thing leading up since, like, season 1. And they're gonna be, like, the big gay ship. Like there's basically 3 kinds of ships that are happening in this show. The established ships, which is, like, these two, you know, like, canon lesbians doing their thing. Same with like Vox and like, where's the fucking bug? Him and the Moth. They exist. They're here. They're canonized. Love it, right? Then same with like Loot and Adam. Like, it's like these are like the ones that are like, okay, the show is saying that this is a thing. Tier 2 is they are not a thing yet, but they will probably become a thing. by the end of the show. And that is Cherry Bomb and the Snake and Husker and Angel Dust. And Husker and Angel Dust probably has a lot of fans because it is gay and there's a furry, and Angel Dust is the fan favorite and he gets really good songs and he has sad boy storylines. So like, check, check, check. I totally see this being like a bit of a juggernaut. Then there's tier 3, which will probably not be canonized, but get really close to being like maybe. And I would say like Vox and Alistair and Lucifer, but Alistair and everyone, because I don't think you're gonna actually pair him up with anybody because Serpentius is the snake. Thank you, Valentino. Thank you. I'm like moth, snake, bear, dinosaur. But like, I think, and again, like he's kind of like the fandom's pet, so like he's probably part of very like big ships. So, but then there's like stuff in the show that is like too heavy-handed. Like at the end of the song when like Alistair and Vox are like breathing and Valentino's like, you should just fuck. And can I film it? Like, first of all, I hate Valentino. Every time he opens his mouth, I want to punch my TV. So there's that. But two, it's like, you're good. I just know all the Has-Been Hotel characters. It's fine. Thank you, chat. And like with this, and like I get it. Like they want to feed the shippers. Oh, I keep hitting my mic. They want to feed the shippers. They want to give you stuff to ship, right? And I'm sure next season with Alistair and Lucifer, it's gonna be the same thing. And I'm really happy for that. I'm happy that exists. I'm happy that we no longer have to have like. I'm happy to not have a showrunner that's like, what, shipping? Ew, gross. I hate that shit. Without like acknowledging that that's where a lot of the energy comes from. I just don't like when it just like gets a little bit too cute by half. And I think that you guys should just fuck. And can I film it? It just felt really gross in that moment. I also like as someone who is asexual, and like I get it, like sexuality is a spectrum. Not everyone's aceness is similar to mine. I get it, like no worries. But like, I don't know. I didn't like that for Alistair. I just didn't like it. Like, I just truly didn't like it. Like, it felt like, okay, we get it because what, they're right. Like, it just felt like they were just chewing on the joke, that one gag. And I don't know. It's like, there's a couple of like small moments like that. And I just know in season 3 we're going to get it with Lucifer and fucking Alistair if they become like a plot thing together. So that's the thing. It's just like, okay, I get it. So like, but like saying that, but the thing is, it's like I'm complaining about there being I'm Airways, but I love Vox and I think he's attractive. I think he's attractive too. I mean, like he's a very, very charismatic TV guy. The thing is though, with like, so the reason why I'm like I'm complaining, but it's like me complaining about having like too much cake. You know, it's like, oh, there's so much support for the fandom. How dare they? So like, I'm complaining because like it just purposely like always kind of takes me out of the story when it's like, oh, okay. It's sort of like when you're reading comics. Do you not want to know much about Voxo? I have. He is my favorite character. I mean, yeah, sure. You can share it. Like I said, spoilers. I don't really care about spoilers, and I'm sure I will forget. And everything I hear outside of the show about Has-Been has always been like second or third party. So again, whatever floats your boat. But sorry, I just spilled down my drink. But yes, go off, chat. Go off, RV Vox. Talk about Vox. I was on Vox, like, and I don't know if it's just me reading too much into it, but, like, there was definitely, like, a bit of, like, internalized homophobia going on. Like, I feel like there's a lot with Vox this season that you could, I have 4 body pillows. Love that. I love that. We love a fan here. Sorry. I spilled my soda. Evie, don't eat it. Evie, no, you can't have soda. You're doggy. How do I put this? But yeah. Who else is there? But yeah, like I said, like I feel like the things that were holding down this season were the pacing, but again, it felt kind of like a continuation of season 1. But I think I liked it more than I liked season 2 more than season 1. I think the songs were better. I think the stories were better. I think the characters were better. And I think it's tightening up a bit. I still don't think 8 episodes is enough, but that's just Amazon. And I do think when people complain about there needs to be more information, or like when the fandom does that fandom thing of like, why didn't Charlie run right to her dad when he was captured? Like, we only have so much story, guys. Like she still loves her dad. Oh, nobody cared about Alistair. Yeah, she did. She didn't want to say that he wasn't the strongest in her. And like I get it. People love their favorites and they want to like be validated in their feelings. But again, cut my teeth in the Voltron fandom. Lance shipper, Lance apologists. Um, so I get it, but again, like it's clear that Charlie loves her dad. Like it's very clear that, uh she cares about Alistair. Like she doesn't hate these people. I just want them to have a moment. No, like these two can they're also like grown adults. Like they're like her, like for lack of a better term, like I guess the show kind of set up like her dads. So like like she cares about them enough that like she was legitimately threatened if something happened to her dad, and the same with like Alistair being like, you know, when he was like, you have to call him like the strongest in hell, that she really did not want to do that. Like he had to lean into his favor for that. So again, like we can chill out, okay? She's fine. Charlie has other problems, okay? Charlie needs a really good, like she needs a good win, and I think Charlie's a very likable character and again like protagonist, but she really needs to move the story forward more. She is just she got really, really backseated this season, and I think people are letting it go because Vox was just so good and Alistair is so good, but it's something that I think happens sometimes when you have like a very squeaky protagonist. Like her her toxic traits are not toxic enough to be interesting, but they somehow make her passive in the story. Because her toxic trait is that she tries too hard. She gets overwhelmed. And like again, like my hope is that come season 2 that we kind of see how that comes from her relation. Like it comes from Lucifer, and like maybe he helps her in a weird way of like, it's one thing if he's depressed and making ducks and watching duck soap operas. It's another thing if his daughter is. Like I think that could be an interesting way for them to kind of like address it, but like right now they really need to like push her up. And also Vaggie needs to be like demoted a bit. Like I don't know if it's because like who her voice actress is or something, but like I don't know why Vaggie is like really OP right now in like the story of like moving the story forward. Like she is like very much central character, and I think she can kind of like get, demoted just a little bit, like, okay, Vaggie, you got your name, you're no longer an angel, but it's like anytime there's like a problem in the show, Vaggie's like, I know the perfect solution, and then she just like goes and solves it. It's like, all right, come on, Vaggie. Let's see. Oh, Nifty was great. I love her song. I love Kimiko Glenn. I think she's fantastic. I love her. She was one of my favorite parts of Ultron, favorite parts of Spider-Verse. I think she's one of the best voice actresses that we have, and I love that she got to sing in Japanese. I think she's fantastic. I think Nifty, is amazing. Again, with the shipping thing, the fact that they're shipping her with that bug guy who's not here. By the way, you didn't see this, chat. I threw that napkin, and it went right into the bin. So, I'm an athlete. But yeah, so again, does she have to be hooked up with the Baxter guy? But again, like I get it. Like I've seen this in the very few things I've seen from Vizzy Pop. She's like a romance writer at heart, and like again, very obvious. But not everyone needs to be in a couple. I think her character's fine, just being like a comic relief. Like she doesn't need a boyfriend. It's fine, but whatever. Like I said, it's for the shippers, it's for the fans, and without the fans, you wouldn't have the show. So, what we got? Oh, so now we have the Angels, and I'm putting them in mid. Not as mid. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. So, I think the most mid, but like in a bad way, is Charlie. I think by mid, I mean like they didn't contribute a lot to the story, and they have a lot to be desired in like their writing. Sorry, Discord's yelling at me. And that like the story has a lot to be desired. So like Adam and Abel, whatever. I'll put you in double hell. It just stinks. I know people are like, is Adam coming back? Is he going to be a Sarah? I kind of hope they do, because again, like if Penches can be redeemed into heaven, can Adam be like damned to hell? Like I just feel like that would be a really interesting dichotomy, especially if it's like, hey, we meh, back to my thing about Alistair maybe working with Lucifer next season to be like his like hitman. Maybe Adam shows up in hell and they're like, yo, this guy is bad news. He was mean to Charlie. We love our daughter. I say that like they're a married couple, but like they both are like, they both care about Charlie. Like whatever Alistair's like motivations is, he does generally care and believes in Charlie. Like they have some kind of bond. And it's like I said, his relationship with women, whatever, but he really does like think highly of her. She has impressed him. Uh and Lucifer like adores her. So again, if Adam even like farts in their direction, they're gonna want to get rid of him. But I think like again, this could be like the central thing of how to like bring her up. Like maybe Adam shows up in hell, and that's the big question of like, do we want to redeem him and bring him back up? Like are we gonna have this like infinite loop of like redemption, damnation, redemption, damnation? And maybe that's it. Like maybe that's what we end up with, like this weird Rube Goldberg project of like, character development. But sorry, let's keep the gays together. Um, but again, like I don't know. But again, so Sarah was annoying. I just don't. I get it. She was like, "What do I do?" But she was like Troy Bolton in High School Musical of like, "What do I do? Do I play football or do I dance? Do I kill the sinners or do I not?" And here was a weird thing. And again, like chat, let me know if this was like I missed this. I think extermination was only been going on for 7 years. Like that was just news to me. I thought this had been going on forever because there's way more bad people than good, and so like the extermination has been going on forever. But the fact that like she 7 years ago was like, we gotta get rid of these guys, and then that's when like Adam and Lute and all these people like came in, and that's also when like Lilith left. But that's also when like Alistair was like Rosie's like Alistair like stay low. Like I don't know. There's just like that 7 years just makes everything feel so much smaller in a weird sense. Like I know it's meant to like add to the mystery of this fucking bitch, fucking fucking Lilith, but I really feel like it does a disservice to like the magnitude of the problem, because now it's like, okay, Charlie's mom leaves 7 years ago, right? She's like, sinners, here we are, sinners, let's be awesome. And then like Sarah was like, no, bad, also we're gonna kill people. And then Adam was like, yeah, let's go kill the people. And Lucifer is like, I'm depresso, espresso. And then Lilith just like fucks off, I guess. And all this happened like 7 years ago. That's not even like 2 terms of a presidential. Like, it's not that long. So like, again, everything is like still pretty new, especially because like Rose and Alistair are like 100 years old. So like him being gone for like 7 years is like nothing. Like these exterminators are so new. I don't know. It's just. I was really shocked by that. I was like, because I know she was gone for 7 years, and I know he was gone for 7 years. So that's why everyone thought that they were like connected. But the extermination's only been 7 years old. Then why am I so attached to it? Like we have to do this. Why? Because it's always been that way. It's 7 years. Like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like after 7 years, like I've had the restaurants that I've liked to be like, I don't like it anymore after 7 years. Like, I feel like 7 years is like not that long of a time when you have eternity in hell. So I don't get why now they were so like committed to the extermination bit. Because it sounds like, well, you know what? We tried this for 7 years. It didn't work. We were proved wrong because Sir Penches came back. Actually, maybe there's a better way to deal with the Hell's overpopulation thing. But the fact that they were so, like, committed to it now makes even less sense. Like, I don't know. That was the one thing with this one. I was like, 7, like, I don't know. Give me, like, 30. Give me 10. Like, 7. But My hunch is that it's gonna be something like Lilith did something when she was like rah 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 rah, and the extermination is probably more just like a punishment, like how Lucifer said, "Oh, hell's a punishment." Like hell's a punishment for everyone, including myself. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but that's it for Has Been. Had a lovely time. I'm sure there's a lot of folks who will not agree with this tier list and probably think I'm crazy. But yeah, I don't think Alistair will be getting with anyone romantically, but they will definitely do like what they did this season with Vox and give him a lot of good scenes. Probably with this daddy which I'm excited for. I think when it comes to like characters I love and who I want to see more of, taking this. Okay, Rosie, you're fine. You can go down there. But I want to see more of Charlie. I'm like begging, please, season 3, give me more of her. Nifty, you're good. You can go down here. I want less of you, girl. Like, please, I want more of you. I mean, Great's good. Less of Carmilla. Her. She's like, it's like every time there's like, we need this thing, and it's like between Carmilla and Vag, they need to like just be like powered down a bit. They need to be nerfed. She's fine. I don't really care. Girl, I girl, give us something with these two, with Loot and with you. Like, I swear to God, if we go into season 3 and this lady is still on the beach, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, just give us something. At least she's calling her daughter, which means like she's kicking off something. And like, if Loot doesn't get to kill something, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, Gravity was such a banger. That was such a good song. I just really wish they held off on that. I get it. They wanted to like get everything out for this to get people like to remember, but ooh, I wish they held off on it because now we had a banger of a song. We had to wait 2 years and she kind of did nothing with it, so it feels like kind of like a letdown. But I know they're gonna pay us off in season 3. So yeah, that's everything for the Has Been Land. Let me know like this. I'm a big if you go on my Twitter, I'm a big like fandom lore dump person. I love talking about people's faves and ships and TV and everything. I cut my like I said, I cut my teeth on the Voltron fandom, but also like Riverdale and things like that. So if there's ever a show that kind of like sticks to my ribs, I'll probably do something like this after it's over. Um, let's see what's on the docket. I mean, I'm kind of thinking of doing a late night stream. I said I would do Pokemon Za. That would be cool. So let's do that. All right, we're gonna take a water break, and then I'm gonna set up my Switch, and we can go through some Legends EA. So, be right back. OBS, please work with me. So yeah, we have this fancy new, oh my gosh, chat. Look at the chat. Whoa. Yay. So my hope is that it looks good. The it's a little hard to read, I guess. It's a work in progress, okay? We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Let me share out the stream again to folks. We are waiting for my my Switch to charge. So figured we'd do some chats. Oh, I'm so happy the chat is working. Took a while, but we got there. Let us see. Just chilling. Waiting for my Switch to charge. Oh, I can actually show you guys something. Something pretty cute. I won this in Vegas, where I went 4-3-1. Little Emi Switch 2 device. So that's fun. Yeah, I did well. That's what I was talking about yesterday. Yep. Yeah, I wonder. Let's fix the stream elements. Let's fix the stream elements with Mama. Dating software, teehee. I wonder. What if I just fix this? What if we fix my overlay together, chat? Chat, you have to just want to lose it. Where are you going? You're a dog. Toilets. Edit. Okay. Sitting. And I broke chat. Cool. And the chat's broken. Well, we tried. Here I am trying to make chat more legible, and all I did was make it literally the opposite. Okay. That happening. Oh boy. Tee. Swear, so much of my stuff is just scuff. Like 9 times out of 10, my content is just how is Astro messing this up this time? Wait, it's not connected.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside.
What if I do this?
Will it always be burning down the walls?
This is loading.
Is
It was
there
just working.
for me to
Chad, I think we're gonna have to
I'm a sharpshooter.
I mean, I guess we could do live. Wanna do that?
I'm in both face and mind. All free for you to try.
Crazy that's not. Did I not plug it in?
I'm a sharpshooter. Have no face to show.
Do we hit it?
Don't take off my mask. My disguise.
Are we back? Well, let's see if the capture card works. Can you guys hear it? I think I just need to like Everything is so scuffed. What if I do? We did it! I swear. Everything in my life is just some level of scuffed. Alright. Alright. Get my bitey. Alright. Is there just to put my camera in this game? Also, why is it so freaking bright? Dear God. It's like... Hello, Mega Dragonair. Is it down here? I feel like this wasn't too bad. What if I flip myself? I guess this kind of works. Not my best angle, but... Alright. Oh my gosh. Chat, can you believe? Hi! Hi, Mr. Chubb. How you doing? You just saw me, doing tech support for like 10 minutes. Get the other, gentleman to join, and we can all chat here while I play, Za. I know you saw, everyone saw. There's 2 viewers. Get the boys. Get the lads. Alright. We gotta go stop this, Dragonite. I don't remember the freaking controllers. I've been playing so much Metal Gear. I've been so deep in that Old Man Yowie. And by that I mean, I'm only gonna be here for a few. Okay. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. Do you feel better from Monday? I know you couldn't do a week. Is it in the wild? Is this guy in the wild zone? Okay, no. Something in the wild zone 11 just feels like I suck at Metal Gear. I can't sneak to save my life. Yeah, I love that. They won. See, the thing about Metal Gear is that it's not about the sneaking. It's about the friends you made along the way. And the 10-hour cutscenes. But if you've never played Metal Gear before, I think Delta's like a good place to start. It's like the first in the timeline. Definitely the first in it's also the most like least complicated story. Oh my god, look how big that monkey is. It's also like the least complicated of sorry. of the stories. Like, it's pretty open and shut what's happening. Once you get to other Kojima games, you're like, wait, they're what? So, it's a lot of, I hypnotized myself to think I was someone else, but really they were hypnotized to think that it was me. The hour-long combos with saving is a bit much, but funny. No, they're really good. Honestly, so much of my favorite things about Metal Gear, and I can like talk about Metal Gear forever, it's just like the characters and like the relationships and how so much of that game is more just about like people and like interpersonal drama and how like the fate of the world is really just because like 10 people could not get along. And then they had nuclear weapons and made it a problem. Here. Yo, where is this freaking Dragonite? Here. Where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? I haven't played this game in weeks. Everyone's already done with it. They've all moved on. And I'm just here at my little Dragonite. Do you miss how in the first Legends game you could just like jump? You could just get like that. How do I get up there? Is there like? Oh, it's gonna be here, isn't it? I haven't started yet. No, nothing really. It's a fun game. You're not. There's no like deep story like it's Pokemon. But I think that it's just in this. Ma'am, can I help you? Anyway, that's my bird trying to get a coffee. Like it's fun. Where's the elevator? Is it in here? Oh yeah, it'll be in here. If something tries to kill me in here, I just do not have time for it. Okay, yeah, it's definitely in here with all these little crystals. Herb is taking its manage. I know, he's like, listen, 15 minutes, let's go. I can get my my smoke break. Alright, this is stupid. What is this? How am I doing this? Ugh. Parkour! I hate the Dene. I hate the Dene in Endless Warnight. I hate the Dene in Standard. I hate the Dene in Expanded. I hate the Dene in this game. Bird twins. Do it. That's not the button. Bye, birds. I don't want to fuck with you. I'm not trying to mess with you. I just want to get to the. I just want to get to the. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Why is the A button on Nintendo things on the freaking right? You are? So Dragonite's pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard, it's built tough. This guy's been waiting for 2 weeks for me to take on this guy. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered, too. We don't really know what to expect from it. It has a big eyebrow. Ew. Sorry. You look curious. Something on your mind? I really don't care about either of these things, but let's pretend. Sorry, chat, had to make it bigger. Who's that person you've been looking for? What is this angle? Why is Dragonair looking so menacing, like orange? Dragonair looks like he's about to be like the good angel versus the bad angel. Like Dragonair's here like, it's okay, Urbane. It's okay. murder is good sometimes. And he's like, really? Is it though? Is murder really okay? And the Dragon Knight's like, yes. Yes, it is. Some people need to go. How's your round one op looks at you? Yeah, it's true, right? Like, what's up? Guess I feel like I need to protect this city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. How do you know that, man? We have been all over the city, like on the roofs, in people's homes, in every cafe, and we did not find this person. Right now, that means taking care of Lumios's rogue Mega Evolution problem. Again, why is it only us? I said this in the last stream. Like, where is Nurse Jenny? Where is Officer Jenny? Where is Nurse Joy? Where are the adults? Where's literally anybody else to come here and, like, help us? We're like, what, 15? It's like our summer vacation. Like, what happens when we go back to school? Are these rogue Mega Evolution Pokemon just gonna run amok forever? Alright. Here goes. Don't do anything reckless. I wouldn't. We're just on a roof fighting a fucking Dragonite. Here we go. Yo, the soundtrack for this game is so good. Let's go. Look at this freaking stupid Halo. Ah, come on. Guardy, what are we doing? How do we do this game, Guardy? Guardy, green. Run away. Run away, Guardy. Psychic. I forgot you run to me. Oh my god, hi, Embor. What are you doing? It's coming back to me. Okay, weird flex, but not really. At Worlds, I was able to get a demo of this game, and when I tell you, the person at Pokémon just watched me scream and run around in circles during the demo, and then die and waste my like whatever time I had there. Like that was my time. He was like, "You can Mega Evolve," and I was like, "No, I'm okay." And I'm like, he's like, "No, but like Mega Evolve," he's like, "In this game, like." Have I learned anything since then? No. Guardy, please. You're our only hope. Please, every format, you have been dominant. Please, please, we just need you. You are Pokegod's favorite, okay? We just need you. I'm just gonna keep rolling. And rolling and rolling. Man, this storm is awful. Yeah! Understatement of the century, O'Bane. Like, what the... I'm like about to get electrocuted. Oh my god, no! Moonblast, not Thunderfang! What? No! What is this? Oh, look at these things. You fucking Manectric? I'm here with Evolution Gardevoir. We're fighting a Dragonite, and you're here with your dog. You are so useless, Urbane. I'm really about to die. I have like Uncharted 2 death screen right now, and you're doing a Cyclops with Meowstic. Does that even Mega Evolve? You have the bracelet, man. Marty, what are you? Oh, it's kiss. It's gone. Kiss didn't work. Bad kiss. See, you know, Guardy were a sex pest, and it did not work in our favor. Oh wait, can I heal? Yes, Astro, you can heal. You know what? Sometimes you forget how to play a Pokemon game, okay? Why are you trying me? What part of this Pokemon battle? Where's this cat? Where's your cat, Urbane? Urbane, where's your cat? I hate this. I hate it here. Moonblast, Guardy. Mega Evolve your fucking order, man. Whoa, it's getting word. Keep your guard up. Where is your Mega Evolution, Urbane? Why is it just me? Where are you? Why are you sleeping? I scoop, game 2, I scoop, I go first. It's charging power. We got. Why is it charging? What's it up to? What part of this? Why is Urbane not Mega Evolving his. Why am I not Mega Evolving my Guardian? Like, that's the real question here. I am so stressed. I am so stressed. Why? God! What? Jesus! What is this? I hate this. I'm dead. I'm dead. Guardy's dead. Everyone's dead. That cat's dead. I'm dead. Evie just left the room. My dog literally left the room. She was so stressed. Why am I in an Elden Ring game? I have to shake it off. I just I'm so tilted. That's tilted. Why? Why is this a freaking Elden Ring boss? Guardy. Oh my god, I'm crying. What is this? I survived. Guardian's back. You're not getting out of this bag easily. You're level 78. No, get back here. Get out of here. I don't know why I'm getting hit though. Brother, what? Oh, I didn't do shit to you. Moon blast. Oh my god. I didn't do shit to you. No. He's after me like I owe him money. Get away from me. Why? Go to Urbane. He's doing nothing. He's right in front of you. This Dragonite is straight up avoiding this guy right here and his dog and doing nothing. Okay, Moonblast and Mega. Okay, it's come back. Muscle memory. Remember this game. Keep up the pressure. Anything, Urbane. Shut the fuck up. What is this guy doing? Get out. Guardy run. Leave Urbane. Listen, not everyone can come with us to the promised land, okay? And Urbane and his dog, his cat, will now have to go. Does this fucker have 4 Pokemon? I'm gonna lose my shit right now. It's so useless. He's doing nothing. He is there. Where is this? Are you confused? Guardy, why are you confused? Guardy, what happened? How are you confused? We didn't do anything. It's just trying to kill us, which is fighting God. Where is this Dragonite? I hate you. Oh my god. Yo, that cat rips that. No! We can't let it charge up again? Well, then do something about it, Urbane. Don't fucking just sit there and drain, kiss it, run away. I die. Because Urbane, get out of the way. Get out of the way. We don't have time for this. Oh my gosh. Urbane, please. This thing. Why are you using tackle? Why does your Emperor even know tackle? Why is it still in the move pool? Why are we... Why does the game give you a little friend if the friend does fucking nothing? The friend gets in the way while you're trying to dodge the God Beam from the Dragonite. Where's my emotional support animal? This is so stressful. Someone told me that the Dragonite fight and the Bayonet fight were the 2 worst fights of this game, and they try to warn me. They truly tried to warn me. I don't see the line. Well, the only line that Dragonite sees is the line towards me, because it has, like, personal commitment. I do. Get away. Ember, what are you doing? Guardy have to, like, be in a perfect... Where is it? Oh, I'm right. He's so close to lock on. Oh my god. Why do I need to be so close to this? Like, it does nothing. Get out of here. Drain kiss. I can't believe this Ember knows tackle. That is stupid. That is so stupid. I don't know what that means anymore. I don't. What the fuck was that? Urbane, get away from me. Urbane, go home. We're gonna figure out who's causing all this. I will, Urbane, because you don't do shit. You got us in debt to the mob. You got my bag stolen. You have me in the shitty hotel. I was on vacation. I was here to go shopping and have a good time with... Did I even have a Pokemon? I don't remember. Have a good time. And then you came and you took my life and you flipped it upside down. And now I'm in the mob and fighting God. And you do nothing. And why does your Ember no tackle? Please, like, at least no, like, body slam. The fact that it knows tackle is absolutely absurd to me. Why don't you Mega Evolution any of these guys? I have the gems. They're at the store. Go get them, Urbane. Seriously, go. I will take you there. Weeds? I hate this kid. I hate this kid. Weeds out with all the red go? No, you didn't do shit, Urbane. You sat there and got in my way. You did nothing. We're in debt to the mob because of you, Urbane. My character is so much chiller than me because if that was me, I would be fucking fuming. I would be losing my shit. That could be like, what are we? Also, give me that Emboar. We're TM giving it something else besides tackle. I am not over that fact that that Emboar knows tackle and not Mega Evolution. This is wild behavior. Get me out of here. Ugh. Save the game. I never want to go back to that. I hate this kid. Where's his hotel? Can't get over how useless he was. At one point, he was actually in the way and I got hit because he would not move. And his Ember was using tackle. Why are they all looking at me like they're gonna give me bad news? Feel better? I do. But every time I see that gut guy, like, I need a day. I need a game day to, like, sleep this off because I am so mad at this guy. As usual, it was largely thanks to your... Yes! Thank you! Thank you, Naveen! Naveen knows what's up. He knows that I am carrying this team. You really did myself. I did. Thank you. You know what else happened? Look at Urbane's Emboar. I'm so mad at my reading dialogue. Just fuming. You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution. It's me. I am the strongest Mega Evolution user. It is me. I am the main character. Look at my hair compared to your hair. I have main character hair. Why does Florette need to decide? Why does Florette have, or Floette, whatever the name is, why does this have so much say? Why does this little bug guy have so much say over, like, the politics? Was he always that tall? Yeah, that was, like, kind of his thing. He was tall. He was the tall guy. He was so tall that on the DS, he went from the bottom screen to the top screen. He kind of just went... I mean, it required the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Florette's true power. It's a fucking... Seriously? Like... This guy? This little buddy? Him? Okay. Can this be Mega Evolve? I thought Mega Evolve was like the last stage. Isn't there like the other stage after this where it becomes like a big flower? For the moment, let us simply be glad that you continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. You are welcome. Everyone is welcome. But not Meryl. He gets a... I know, like, what? But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Again, why does this Pokemon have so much impact on the world? This feels really important. Yeah, see, Naveen, kisses. Wait, I'm moving my camera. Naveen is such a babe that we are actually going to move my camera away from him. So we will cover Urbane. Urbane, you suck. We're not looking at you anymore. We are now here with my new best friend, Naveen. Hey, Naveen, hold on. Gotta move the camera too. Flip it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Now it looks like I'm actually like on his body. Like, hi, I'm Urbane. I am born no tackle. Well, that must be Astro. You bet it is. You bet it is. Yeah, but yeah, he's old. Says who? Says me, Urbane. Don't try it, Urbane. My Dackle. Says who? Me and my guy Naveen over here. He gets it. He gets it. This is my next match. Grisham. What? Who are you? What in the... Is he gonna take my identity? This is like anonymous. Grisham? There's a promotional match announcement for Astro, rank B. Your opponent for next has been decided. This is like the MySpace like default image. I will become rank A. The ZA Royale. We get to A. So it's finally time. No, we're covering Naveen again. No, we only cover Urbane. No, I'm just talking to myself. You're in the arms of reach of rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. One question. Who the heck is Grissom? Does anyone know? No, because we don't know we don't have his photo. Thank you for asking the very serious questions, Lida. You are here. You know what? People hate on her, and I just want you all to know that if she has one fan, it's me, and if she has no fans, I'm dead. I think she's great. She yells at Urbane, and I think that's fantastic. That they made it to rank B, but managed to keep their face a secret. Yeah, that's weird. Like, you have to face off. Like, you have to square up. Like, what in the PCG Live? Some folks prefer not to show their fakes in their profile picture. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people sign up using pseudonyms or nicknames, too. What? That's crazy. Yeah, like... This is like we're trying to sell something on Facebook Marketplace, and it's like, meet me in the sketchy alley behind Home Depot, and I will buy your like vase for like $5. And risk things getting worse for Prison Tower? No way. We just can't sit back and wait. Who are you to say anything, Urbane? Like, he's not your match. He's my match. I'm going to rank A. You are still rank whatever. We are not the same. Let's ask Emma. Yeah, she's our best bet. Okay, whatever. Goodbye. Yeah, walk away, Urbane. Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there. Thank you, Naveen. Great insight as always, my best friend. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Isn't that just Pokemon Trainer? Like, what is it about Mega Evolution that makes it better? My Talonflame cannot Mega Evolve, but that is like the brawler on my team. like that bird has taken off everyone. Like, I only use Mega to take out the other Megas. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. Bro, you had 3,000 years. Like, what were you doing? Oh, he's coughing. Uh-oh. That's like, I'm gonna die cough. I know how this works. How many, like, we're a couple hours into the game. We're almost done with it. We're towards the end. Old man starts coughing. That's it. He's gonna rip-a-roni. There's a bunch of side quests, and I'm just not gonna do them because at this point, let's just try to get done with the story, gangling. I am... Let's see. When it comes to the Pokedex, I'm pretty much done. Like, these starters you get at the end. See, I have so many, like, starter, evolution, the legendary, and the dog. So, again. Alright, let's go look at Bureau. name? No. Okay, gang, gonna dip. Have fun with the worst teammate ever. Thank you, Mr. Chubb. See you later. Bye. Everybody go follow Mr. Chubb. He's who we co-stream the tournaments for over at Next Level in Brooklyn. Listen, I know the name. One of the top ranked. Sorry, gang. We got a text. Hope the volume's good. Thank you, chat. I didn't know it was that loud. As per usual, we are scuffed. Hopefully this is okay. Much better. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, sure. I'm already in debt to the mob. Like, how much worse can it get? Oh, I get to battle her? It's been so long. Beat me in battle. I'll tell you what I know. Okay. What is happening? Sorry. My layout got all messed up when I was trying to, yeah. When we were trying to figure out the capture card, a lot of the text stuff got messed up. Would you ever do an Eevee cam? Yes, I would. I absolutely would. I have a camera for her. I just had to figure out like where she is and like set it up. That should be fine. Here we go. Get Chet. There we go. Oh. All right. Are we ready to fight? What's her name? Not Looker. I think the volume's better now. Keep me posted if it is not. All right, where's our friend? I'm gonna stay out of the Za Royale because she's always got tons of detective work on her plate. See, AK, AB, but like she's a detective, so. I'm ready to win. Let's go. Detective Emma! Where's that bird? Where's Bird? Bird! Yeah, Bird. Flame wheel, bitch. Haha, Baniri, take that. Boom. Yo. My friend Malamar. We're gonna Mega Evolve. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. Why does it sound like Looker's dead? And Zeratian? Like why does it sound like they kicked the bucket? Why does it sound like he died? Why is my OBS so... Ah. Does this work? Better actually, chat? Hold on. My friend Malamar. Gotcha. This bird. There we go. I know, she's just clapping, I know. What is streaming if not just me trialer and erroring in real time? She's still clapping. She will clap as long as I need her to. And she will like it. Alright. me. What do you want to know about Team Flare? I don't know everything. They're the group that caused a ton of trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Yep. Oh, shoot. Is this person like Team Flare? Hold on. We're doing late night stream. Turn off the light. Alright, a little bit too dark, I think. Got a little dark. Can I make this lighter? It's like... What's happening? Too dark. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Late night stream. We get cozy. Da, 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 da. Go get Evie. Okay. Be right back. We got a little baby. We got a stinky baby. Let's go look here. Evie does not do well in the late night streams. Trying to turn off the mic. You will not be silenced, Evie. You will not be silenced. Want to see my arms? It's like already asleep. Alright, it's gamer time. Isn't Elle the character from Dead Note? Ooh, she was so shocked. She was like, ah! He hasn't been doing anything serious at all. He's just been walking around. The new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone involved in Team Flare. Zenesis? Wasn't that his name? Zenesis? Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Oh, that's right. This was like the post-game of X and Y. I don't know if anyone played that. Ooh, Team Flare lore. How is Evie's teeth? Evie's teeth are doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Her teeth are beautiful. Whatever she has left anyway. Wanna get comfy? Okay. Evie's like on the table. She's like so cat-coated. Yes. I bet Maple at the Pokemon Research Society tell you more about Grisham. Why would she know anything? Ha ha. Sorry, but it's not for me to say. It's up to Maple to decide how much she wants to share. Wow, that's so good of you. You're not being gossip. I would be like, she was part of Team Flare. It was crazy. She was an admin. I would totally out her. We need an Eevee cam. You do need an Eevee cam. All right. I forgot. We need to heal the birdie. To Maple. That means green in French. Mabel, are you like a former admin of like an evil organization? That rat, that vile little man. I love her. I can't believe that mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zone. It really isn't her fault. Like, she doesn't get to choose this. Apparently, it's that corporation. It's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. Oh, did she like take a plea deal? Was that like the lore? Is the lore like she should have gone to jail, but then they're like, hey, hot professor's retiring. Do you want to have his like spot? Yeah, you tell him, Mabel. Fuck the man. Are you making progress on my research? I really am. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I'm like level 45, and I'm not even trying to get that shiny charm. Someone who was in Team Flare. Oh, Grizz. Damn. He's got nicknames. Fine, so I used to be part of Team Flare. Tell me more. I would be like, wait, seriously, because she definitely looks like a villain. But I'll be like, tell me more, sis. Spill that tea. I don't really mind telling people. They're merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they hear the words Team Flare, you know? Weren't they, like, just fashionistas? Like, wasn't that their whole bit? That they were, like, make the world beautiful? Like, it wasn't as bad as, like, Team Rocket, who was, like, legitimately a crime syndicate. So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. I mean, like, that's fair. Like, it's her business. Like, we don't have to tell her. Where is Evie? She's on my lap. We'll probably hear her snoring soon. Everything fell apart. I got taken to custody and locked down. Well, yeah, because, like, didn't Light Center try to, like, destroy the world? But I took a plea deal. Smart. Ooh, cute shoes. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? I mean, there are worse punishments. It wasn't really a sob story. It's kind of like, yo, I used to be super cool and now I'm even cooler. You know what I mean? He was part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone calls him Grizz. Grease. It means gray. Oh. Like the color of ashes. Ooh. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. Was he in the game? Is there like... I haven't played X and Y in like years. And X and Y was like I think I've said this before on the channel, but like whenever something about that 3DS era of games just gave me the worst motion sickness. Like X and Y, Sun and Moon, those games just really, I just could not get into them because I would just get the worst motion sickness. So I never really went back and played them. I tried playing like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon on an emulator, but I still got it. So I think it's just like the way the games are. I like Maple. She's cool. I do if you knew what happened to like Hot Professor Daddy. Like, brother, where are you? A whiff of cologne. Daddy. Daddy. Papa. He had Garchomp? When the Garchomp? Is that like anime only? Let's go, lobby. I want to drink, but Eevee is on my arm. Where are we going? Oh, they're all former Team Flare because they have the red hair. Ha 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 ha. Sticky. Drink our coffee. Okay. Oh, it's you. It's cool. It's a coffee truck guy. Team Flare Nouveau. Nouveau? What? I mean, sure. Oh, are they supposed to look like the lions? Is that like the bit? I wish they like to have like custom phone cases. Oh, update about Ko-Fi. Forgot to share this here. For folks who know me from my fandom days, my PDFs are now all there. So if you want to support me, not through like Twitch, but you want to support me and have one of my old PDFs, uh, I closed my big cartel store and now we are all on Ko-Fi. So check me out there. And it's cheaper on Ko-Fi because I don't have to pay for as many fees. So Evie, can mommy get her drink? Can I get my drink? Can I go? Can I? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just I don't want to. She's like sleeping on my arm, but I also wanted to get my drink because I'm thirsty. How much longer am I looking to stream? I don't know. This feels like a good place to stop. I think we got the dragon right. Evie's like asleep on my arm. She's like gonna fall off. Gosh, it was a long stream tonight too. We streamed for almost 2.5 hours. That's nothing to sneeze at. And did we ever figure out the new chat? No, but we came close, and for that, I am proud of us. Ooh, ooh, puppy, ooh, doggy, doggy's awake. Doggy's awake. Okay. Uh, Evie and I are going to send you guys to a raid. Is anyone even up now? Who's up? They're rebroadcasting LAIC. So I'm going to send you guys over there from the Pokemon TCG. LAIC is the LATAM International Championship. It was on earlier today, but they have drops on. So if you want to watch and get some drops, that's cool too. So yeah, enjoy. It's old, like I said, rebroadcasting, but if you missed it from earlier today, you can go. Enjoy. Tell everyone we say hello. Hello from the future. Because they are in the past. Alright. I'll see everybody next week. You want to say bye? Bye.